Yo, Dog Pound, what's cracking? Today, another barbecue excursion. So we're out here in Central Austin at La Barbecue. I'm sure you guys have all heard about La Barbecue, and if you haven't, we're going to introduce you to it. So today, we're visiting La Barbecue. Y'all with it? Let's get it. Alright guys, so hey, it's barbecue day. We out getting barbecue. You know what that means, right? That means DawgfathasBBQ and
Aim 'em and claim 'em smokers.
Aim 'em and claim 'em smokers. That's right. We out here doing a barbecue excursion again. You know how we do. We're gonna get some good barbecue today. Today we're out at La Barbecue. We're over here in Central Austin. So if you guys don't know about La Barbecue, we're gonna educate them, right?
Oh, let me tell you, this is one of my top joints in Austin. And Austin is probably in the top two. Top three for sure. I absolutely love this place.
Definitely. And I know for me, hey, it's going to be a treat. I haven't been here in a while. Last time I was here, they were actually over in their open lot. Now they got the brick and mortar here with the grocery store. So, man, let's get into some barbecue. You with it?
It's going to be good.
Yeah, let's go. Alright guys, so we've just had some La Barbecue. We got the 3 different sausages. We got the turkey breast. We got the brisket. We got the pork ribs. We tried their pickled onions, their in-house pickles, and we tried their Chipotle coleslaw. So we're going to let you guys know what we think. So first off, we'll start with the hijacker of the DawgfathasBBQ YouTube channel. Jeanne, what do you think?
So I like the turkey and I like the ribs. I think the turkey is moist. It's got a great peppery bark to it. Lots of spice to it. So if you can't handle spicy, this is not the stuff for you. But it's really good. The ribs are good. They may be a little too soft for me. But I mean, it's a clean bite off the bone. They're super rich. You definitely want to cut it with the onions. The onions are good and spicy. So that vinegar cuts the richness of the fat. So those are my two favorites.
All right. So next up, you know, a man that needs no introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyway because that's the respect I got for him. We got James from Aim 'em and Claim 'em Smoker.
Oh, me? You talking about me? Too kind. Listen, this has been my number one favorite spot for a long time until recently. However, and I've kept it in my top 2 or 3 favorites anywhere. I think this is gonna fall out of that top 3, top 2 for sure. It just seems different from, I mean, I'm going to guess they changed the recipe up because this is nothing what I'm familiar with. I thought the brisket has some good flavor. I absolutely hate when they give you a big old thick cut like that. It's brisket, not meatloaf. But, that being said, good flavor. I love the turkey. This was my favorite of the day as well, the turkey. Nice and peppery, and it was still moist, so I like that. The rib, while it was really tender, I think it was a little too tender, too mushy. And the sauce on top, you know, I'm not really a huge fan of, but I think that sauce, I didn't taste any of the rub, quite honestly. I thought it was really lacking in the flavor when it comes to rub, but the pickles, which I absolutely love, they definitely changed this recipe because these are really spicy now. The regular, or the pickled onions, that is. The regular pickles, I think are good. I like them. I mean, you know, they're not like mind-blowing, but I can, you know, see what I mean. The 3 sausages, they had a regular, a jalapeno, and a chipotle. Not a big fan of. I mean, it's not a horrible barbecue. Not as good as I remember it being. So. But the turkey was definitely the favorite of the day, which is crazy because I thought it'd be the brisket. They've always had great brisket.
All right, so you've heard from Jeanne, you've heard from James. Now it's the Dawgfatha's time. So, wow, La Barbecue. Okay. I gotta say, this is only the second time I've been to La Barbecue. First time I've been to La Barbecue at this location here in the brick and mortar. It's pretty much what I remember. I gotta tell you, the turkey. This was my absolute favorite today, is the turkey. You know, you can see that peppery little crust they have there on the outside, and it's very juicy. You can tell that turkey has been brined. Flavor is going all the way through the meat. It's very good, very tender, very good, moist turkey. So turkey, I gotta give it a thumbs up. I really like the turkey. I agree with James. That's probably my favorite of the day here. Turkey, the pork rib. First thing I thought when I saw the pork ribs was like, dude, where are they getting these huge ribs from? Because I'll tell you, it was, you know, pork ribs, but man, those things look really big and beefy. So when you pick it up, it's a good solid rib in your hands, and you go to take a bite, and man, it's really soft like butter. I mean, it's I don't know, it's a different texture. You know, it's a lot different texture than what I know I'm used to having with my pork rib. But that first initial bite was like straight like butter, but then the more you chew on it, it becomes mushier and mushier. And so I agree with James. I didn't taste any rub in it. I tasted sauce. It came across as a mushy meat and sauce by the time you really finish it. So the ribs, it's not really my favorite today. So, but that doesn't mean it might not be your favorite. So, by no means, don't take anything I'm saying to say don't come to La Barbecue. Absolutely come to La Barbecue and try it out. Next up, I'm going to move on to the sausage. So we had 3 different sausages, as these guys have already said. We had jalapeno sausage, we had the Chipotle sausage, we had the regular sausage. And I have to tell you, I'm not a fan of the sausage at all, either, you know, any of the 3. I agree with Jeanne that the texture was a little off for me. I don't like my sausage to be a little mushy, and that's how it came across to me. Was the sausage was grainy and mushy, and the skin just didn't really have that good snap to me. It almost seemed like the skin was a little chewy. So not really a fan of the sausage. I'm gonna have to give that one a thumbs down. Standing in line when we ordered, they give you the little nugget, you know, the little sample piece of brisket, man, and I gotta tell you, that's the best piece of brisket you seem to always get when you go to places like this that do that. So get your mouth ready for that brisket. You're ready for just a really good, you know, solid bite of brisket. So we got our brisket, we're here at the table, and we get to it, and the flavor is there. I like the flavor on the rub. Problem for me is it seemed like this brisket was maybe a little overcooked, and often what happens, as James alluded to, when you have a really thick cut of brisket like that, it's often because the cutter knows that brisket was a little overcooked, so you have to cut it a little thicker to keep that brisket together. Because as you get it where it's overcooked like that and you start cutting it, if you cut it too thin, it'll start falling apart on you, and I'm sure you guys have seen that before. So that's what I kind of felt like with the brisket. Do not get me wrong, I think that it was rendered well. I think that you know, the tenderness was kind of there, but I do think it was a little on the overcooked side. Interesting enough, on the thinner parts where you get into the flat, I felt like the flat part was a little on the drier side. I thought it had plenty of flavor. Don't get me wrong, it had plenty of flavor, but it kind of seemed like it was a little on the drier side. So that leads me to believe that maybe there was some temperature fluctuations throughout the cook, but I wasn't here, I don't really know. So moving on, we'll talk about the sauces. I'm not sure, we have a regular barbecue sauce and we have their mustard-based barbecue sauce. And I'm not really a fan of either one of the sauces, but then again, I'm not really a huge sauce guy. The pickles, they have in-house made pickles here, and I thought the pickles were pretty good. You know, I'm a pickle guy, I love pickles, I love really spicy pickles. These weren't that spicy, but I thought they had a really good flavor to them. You know, not too bad on the color, but I thought the pickles were pretty decent. Pickled onions, man, is always good with barbecue, and I thought the pickled onions here were a little spicy, but to me it was very good with the turkey. I literally took a piece of turkey and slapped some pickles on it and folded it over like it was a taco, and it was just excellent. So I really like the pickles with the turkey here. But moving on to the last item, we had the Chipotle coleslaw, and that was a huge miss for me. I think the coleslaw didn't have a lot of flavor to it, and it was rather dry. I'm not sure if that's how they, you know, that's how they make the coleslaw here or whatever. I don't really know, but yeah, I'm not really a fan of the coleslaw. So that's what I thought about the barbecue today. I don't think it's bad barbecue by any means. I do believe that if you're in Austin, I definitely would urge you to come out here. They have a fantastic place here. There's plenty of seating. It's a nice little grocery store inside. You can go and buy your own beers and wines or whatever you want to buy. You got a sweet tooth after, go get your ice creams or whatever from their freezers. They got a nice little coffee bar in there, so you can come out and get your lattes or whatever. Sit down, have a drink, eat your barbecue, and just socialize. They've got music playing throughout the entire place. We're here, guys, at the end of July. Texas, Austin, Texas. It's hot. It feels rather comfortable here. We got fans blowing here. It's under the pergola that they have outside. You know, perfect picnic tables out here, nicely shaded. It's really cool. So I think La Barbecue is a cool spot to come out and check out. I think if you're hitting up a bunch of barbecue places, add this one to your list. Come check out La Barbecue and see what they have to offer, right? All right, guys. So, hey, this was our trip to La Barbecue again. My man here, Abraham Claiming Smokers. So we just had our barbecue. You already kind of heard what we thought. And man, I guess it's been fun, right? Always fun getting barbecue.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Yeah.
Listen, whether it turns out to be great barbecue or mediocre barbecue, it's never a bad day when you get away with good company and have barbecue.
There you go.
You know, it's a win-win either way you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly what he said. So, tell you what, Dog Pound, it's always fun hanging out with you guys. And, you know, as I said, you know, James and I, we're trying to do our little barbecue excursion series. So little idea that we had kind of off the cuff is, why don't you guys tell us where you want us to go next? As long as it's in the Austin or surrounding area, give us suggestions, man, and we'll go check them out, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we'll go get some good barbecue or mediocre barbecue or whatever it turns out to be. But hey, give us suggestions. We'll figure out where we're going to go next, and we'll put that video up, and maybe we'll go live. You never know. So you always got to stay tuned in to the DawgfathasBBQ and Aim 'em and Claim 'em Smokers. Make sure you subscribe, click on that notification button, and hey, stay up to date with what we're doing, all right? So, until next time, Dawgfatha, Aim 'em and Claim 'em, we out. Peace.